All right. I know this video is a little different than normal. Not usually doing this sort of thing, but I had a Faz video scheduled for Halloween that got copyright claimed, and I'm kind of just over it. So, with MW2 having just come out and breaking every record COD has ever set, pretty much, I figured it was appropriate to make a COD tier list based on my favorite games from the whole series, and I don't know. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've tried to record it 3 times, and all of which have either not went right, failed, or just not worked. So I'm gonna try to do this in one shot, make it quick, entertaining. So if you like it and if you agree with me, maybe hit the subscribe button. I don't really know. Do what you must, but yeah, we're gonna just really get right into it after I put these CODs in order, because it really pisses me off that they're out of order. So one sec, I will be right back. Play the technical difficulty sound now. Alright, now that they're ordered, get rid of this fucking ad. It's pissing me off how many ads are on this goddamn page. But now that they're ordered, I'm gonna go right in order. Starting from 1, going to Vanguard. Fuck. And there's only one entrance on the never played tier, so we'll get it out of the way real quick. Call of Duty 1, never played it, have nothing to say about it. Call of Duty 2 and 3, however, I did play, and while they were fun, yes, the only thing I ever got to do was 1v1s with my friend Vince, and they were fun, but it's just, there's not a lot to them. They are super old, but what can you really say? They were a little bit before my time. Played them when the servers were pretty much dead, so not much to say. COD 4, the first A tier entry. This one straight up just changed how COD is for the better. This game kicked off a streak of games from 2007 to 2012 of just straight bangers every year. You could put any of these in A or S and I won't be mad at you. Personally, they're not all in A and S for me, but you pretty much have to put COD 4 there. A lot of us started here, and a lot of us wish that things were the way they were. And man, I could just all gillied up and running around with an M40A3 in multiplayer. Classic. Can't replace that feeling. But next is World at War, and I know I'm probably going to get nailed to a cross for this, but this game, it was fun. I had fun, but really, I didn't enjoy the multiplayer all that much. It was more the campaign and the zombies that got me. I liked being able to play as both Russian soldiers on the Eastern Front and American soldiers in the Pacific Theater. Personally, I preferred the Pacific Theater missions. I really enjoy that part of history. But my favorite memory has to be playing zombies with my dad on our living room TV, sitting in the corner on Noctur on Toten, and alternating fire. One guy shoots till he has to reload, the next guy shoots, and our ultimate goal was to get round 20, and I think we did it once. I think we got round 21 one time, and then he had adult stuff to do, so we stopped playing World at War. But next, in my opinion, the worst, no, I'm fucking with you, the best COD game to ever be released. The amount of times Jimmy, you know Jimmy from the videos, Johnny, you know Johnny from the videos, and everyone else that I was close with at the time or still close with today, 1v1s on Rust and Terminal and High Rise and playing multiplayer, just noob tubing with one-man army and running around with an intervention or a Barrett, or probably the only COD game where every single gun was so busted that it was good, save for a couple examples like the F2000 or the WAT or the WA, or it's just such a good game. The campaign, in my opinion, best campaign in the whole series, save for modern examples, but that's just what happens when you have modern technology. But I love the Spec Ops mode, running around a museum and pressing the bell and just seeing if you can kill all the guys coming at you at hypersonic speed is just, by far, in my opinion, the best COD game ever made. Now, I think Jimmy still agrees with me on that.
But I think Johnny actually thinks Black Ops 3 is the best game ever. So he and I would differ. He and I made one of these videos before, but his audio didn't record. So that's why you're just getting me. Unluckily for you, but whatever. Next up, Black Ops 1. First COD game I ever got on release and played on release. And man, the amount of time my dad and I spent on this game, only rivaled by one game. And we'll get to it later. But playing zombies. When I tell you, as an 8-year-old, when I played zombies on the living room TV, and I tell you I was scared shitless, I was scared shitless. I always played 5 because I'm a dumbass and I thought it was less scary, but it was actually harder. And mostly because I wanted to be JFK. I don't know. I was 8. Don't fucking castrate me for that. But Kino, I think when I was 8 and didn't know anything, I think round 4 was my best ever score. Now, obviously, as I got older and kept playing it because it's one of the best zombies games in COD's period, I did get better scores. My highest is still not 4. It's actually 8 now. So fuck you for thinking I'm bad at zombies. But I'm just kidding. It's not 8. I'm not that fucking bad. But playing multiplayer, the only thing I didn't like was the sniping. Going from MW2 and COD 4 to this really just let me down. The L96 was cool, but you just couldn't quickscope like you could before. And it really, that's why Jimmy is not big on this game either. I'm going to reference Jimmy a lot because he and I have been best friends since kindergarten. So we share a lot of taste in COD games. And I hold this game higher than he does because I value zombies more than he does. But the campaign was fire. Mason going insane with his numbers in his head. Always a nostalgia trip. Next, this was actually my favorite game over MW2 from, I'd say, 2011 to 2014. But as I got older and realized what I had with MW2 is the best. But MW3, I loved the campaign. The whole Modern Warfare trilogy campaigns were just so good. Spec Ops was good again. Survival, Johnny and I played the fuck out of Survival. But multiplayer, I loved running around with an MSR, an L11AA, or an AS50 and just sniping the shit out of people. Plus, Infected. Oh, God, this game. Just so many good memories. Infected on Hard Hat has got to be one of my favorite things we did as a kid. Or even like the custom game modes where you had the knockback shotguns that you could get, and it was just fun. Or Strikers versus Juggernauts on Dome, another good one. Or 1v1ing on Dome even. Just such a good game. Nothing more to say. I will say though, I play COD a lot more than Jimmy does now, and he still kicks my ass in quickscoping, so that should just show you how good he is at it. And most of my memories involving COD up until Ghosts, actually Black Ops 3, heavily relate to Jimmy and Johnny, so yeah. But next up, another banger, possibly the best 4-year stretch of COD ever with these 4 games, Black Ops 2. This is the only game my dad ever played with me more than Black Ops 1. It was Black Ops 2. My dad was kind of the guy you hated to play against. He always sat in buildings with an LSAT with a target finder. But goddamn did he gold that gun for me quick, man. I always ran snipers. He always ran them reg guns. The DSR, even after it got nerfed, it was still my favorite gun to run. The Ballista, actually, I'm pretty sure my dad golded that for me in the time I was working on the Ballista and the XPR. But this game, man, like, this, aside from MW2, is the most prestigious in time I've put into a game. Like, MW2, I got to 10th prestige, all that fancy horse shit. Black Ops 2, I got to 7th, and man, it was just a blast the whole time. by far my favorite Zombies experience. The campaign was cool, bouncing between timelines and being able to create a class and campaign, but really the thing that just sticks out to me and makes this just a top tier COD for me is more the week my dad got this for me for my birthday. That weekend he had work off, so what did we do? We stayed in the living room with the TV turned all the way down and played Black Ops 2 till 6 a.m. Friday and Saturday. Never complained once. He was having a blast. We were just enjoying being able to do something together, and man, it is... My dad won't play games with me anymore. He likes to watch now, but man, the days of us just trading controllers every game and playing Black Ops 2 to the best we could is just nostalgic. The only thing that would have made it better is if my brother could have played too, but he was always asleep when we played. So yeah, this game with MW2 and MW3, man, pinnacle, just the pinnacle. But next is COD Ghosts, and I know a lot of you think it should be in this Crime Against Humanity should be burned or an F, but actually I have it as a C tier game. It's the first COD I ever actually bought all the DLCs for in its initial lifespan. I actually really enjoyed this game. I liked the campaign. Extinction was okay. It wasn't the best, but it was okay. It was fun in the time, and the sniping felt really good. That was my favorite part about it. The sniping felt really good, and I feel like it went underappreciated, being you had snipers like the Lynx, the USR, I believe it was the L118A again, or it wasn't called the L96, but it was in that Accuracy International family of snipers, and man, it just felt good. The only thing that sucked about the game was everything was like gray washed, kind of like MW3 was, but this was to an extreme level. Everything looked like it was gray, and the maps were just not good. It looked like they were trying to make a battle royale out of a 6v6 game mode, and it just did not flow well. But man, playing as Michael Myers in the limited time thing, or not even the limited time, but like getting your field orders done on certain map, playing as Michael Myers or playing as the Predator, oh god, it was just so fun to do in the moment. And being an 11-year-old, god, I was only 11 when this game came out, but being an 11-year-old, being able to do that and play as Michael Myers or the Predator, it was just some of the coolest things to me. Now as I got older, originally when I was young, this was an A tier game for me, but as I've gotten older and replayed it and revisited it, it just doesn't hold up like the others do. And now here's another one. A lot of people think it should be here or here, but I actually have it in C tier with Ghosts. Being a young impressionable kid, I didn't like the jump pack or the jetpacks, but I did have a fun time with this game. And this was another one. Being it was a future game, this really piqued my dad's interest, so he played it a lot with me. I mean, he didn't like the jump packs after he got to play with them. It just was too much for him to really wrap his head around and have fun with. But the Moors was probably the only sniper in the game that actually felt good, but it was a good sniper. And the supply drop system and the zombies and the campaign just were not, and the multiplayer, everything was just kind of, you know, I'm gonna move this down because while it is a fun game and I did have fun, it's just not, it doesn't hold up. It just doesn't hold up. But I was the cool kid that had all the cool variants of all the cool guns. I had the Obsidian Steed, I had the Steel Bite ARX, I had the AK-12 RIP, I had the what is that one called? I can't even remember, but it was another really good assault rifle. I had the Silver Bullet Moors, I had the Speakeasy, I had all the cool variants, and man, when I say one of my buddies stole my account a lot to play with him, one of my buddies stole my account a lot to play with him, and it's just good memories, really, though the game itself is not that good. But next, we come up to another gem. One of the few other games I'm going to put in the... Actually, I'm going to put it top A. I don't hold it in as high of regard as Johnny does, but it is still a game that I actually still play to this day. I have it on Steam and I play it quite a bit, actually. But the zombies... If you didn't have Shadows of Evil or any other map but Shadows of Evil, I feel bad for you, because Shadows was really hard if you didn't know what you were doing, or if you didn't watch the YouTube video to figure out what to do, or if you couldn't train zombies very well. I'm sorry for your loss and how you feel about Black Ops 3 zombies. But the multiplayer, this is how you get jump packs right. Everything felt smooth. Everything felt polished. The sniping was good, and if I'm not mistaken, there was no aim assist on any gun. So if you were good, you were good. And it just felt really rewarding to be able to play the game and be good when there's actually a skill gap to it. And it was a lot of fun. Jimmy and I played this game a lot. Johnny and I played this game a lot. And believe it or not, Johnny actually went and got dark matter in this game. He liked the game so much. And it's just such a good game. I don't play the multiplayer much anymore because there's a lot of people that are frankly just shit on me. But man, it's just a fun game. It is just a fun game, and it deserves to be up here with some of the greats. The only reason I even bought this game was to get Modern Warfare Remastered, so fuck this game. I don't want to talk about it. The only thing good about it was there was an intervention and there was zombies in Spaceland. Moving on. Another C-tier game. I will say, I'll give World at War II this. It had a lot of guns, and a lot of them were fun to use because they were actually decent. I didn't really care for the whole, like, class system with, like, the demolitions and all that, or airborne. Didn't really care for it that much, but I lived with it. The sniping felt pretty good, but the amount of guns they put in the game, trying to keep up getting camos and getting good with all these guns, it got to be too much for me. I know. Because playing video games and using a bunch of guns is so hard, but it's just not a memorable COD for me. Like, the campaign, I will give it this, it was really fun. The campaign was really fun, but zombies was really fucking boring, and it just wasn't that fun. The multiplayer just wasn't very memorable. Shipment sucked dick. I don't even know why they put Shipment in the game, but yeah, just it was fun in the moment, but it doesn't hold up over time. But I still do sometimes replay it. I think I still have it installed on my Xbox, and I'll go back and play it sometimes just to feel the Car 98K or the M1903 Springfield. It was fun. It was fun in the moment, but it doesn't hold up. Fuck this game. I hate this game. Why does it exist? It's not a crime against humanity. Shouldn't be burned and removed, but I didn't like the zombies. It didn't even have a campaign. The multiplayer didn't feel good. The only redeeming quality it has for me is it was boots on the ground. I did not like the zombies. I did not like the multiplayer. Did not like how it felt at all. I did not like Blackout. There's really not one thing that I liked about this game. I would rather play Infinite Warfare over it anytime. But here we go. My guilty pleasure game. I think it's up there with one of the greats. Still play it to this day. Modern Warfare 2019. You've seen, I've made videos on this before. I love this game. And I loved it to the point I moved out when I was like 17, right? Yeah, I was 17. I pretty much moved out of my dad's house into his new house that had nothing in it. It was an empty house. I'm in it right now. We're moved in now. But when he first bought this house, first thing he did was got Wi-Fi. I moved my whole setup and everything I needed to this house during COVID times. And I slept on the floor every night so I could no-life this game every night before I went to work. And it's just, I still will just no-life this game for no good reason, because I don't record it anymore. But it's just so fun to me. The gunplay felt good. I love the gunsmith system. The campaign was really good. I really like the spec ops. The only thing I don't like about the game is the amount of people that sit in the corners with ghosts and sound whore you. Why are footsteps so loud? I'll never know. But the only thing that could make this game better for me is if they added an intervention or an ACR. But overall, really good game. Really excited to get Modern Warfare 2. I should have it within the week, and man, when I tell you I'm gonna no life and make videos on it, I am gonna no life it and make videos on it because I am excited. But next, we've got a game that Johnny once again holds in very high regard, but I think it is not good. I would probably put it top of D tier because I would rather play it than Advanced Warfare, COD 1, 2, or 3, Infinite Warfare, or Black Ops 4. But when I played it on the beta for the first time on PlayStation, I really did not like it. I went out of my way. I got PlayStation Plus for my mom's PlayStation. I went and I had already ordered the game, but I played the beta and I hated it. Did not feel good to me. The gunplay, I didn't like it. I didn't like the art style. I didn't like the colors. I did not like how they replaced Sam Worthington as Mason. That one still stings a little bit. Or replaced Wood's voice actor. Nothing about it really went good for me. Not to mention, when I actually did get the game on my Xbox, it would crash every couple games. And I'd have to restart. And it was just a shit show, and I did not like it. I'll give it this. The campaign was good, but the zombies was too easy. I mean, shit. My first time playing it without having watched a video, I got to round 70. If I'm not good at video games, and if I can do that, your shit's too easy. It just wasn't a good COD. I didn't even finish its life cycle. I went back to playing Modern Warfare. I did not like this game, but I will say it is a lot more replayable than some of the others I have on this list. Next up, this is a crime against humanity. Burn it, remove it. This game sucks. I don't know how it ever got greenlighted. Why the fuck am I playing as some random chick in Germany being a freedom fighter when she's supposed to be in Nazi Germany? I don't know, but for some reason, everyone's gotta be a superhero in this game, and burn it. This game fucking sucks.